What is up, you guys? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with Dallas Stewart on a speakerphone. Decided to do this down in the game room area today. Dallas, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Yep, last week we went 10-3 on week 14 as I was down in Arizona. Got a heck of a win against the Arizona Cardinals down there. You saw the videos, man. It's been great, man. All the views coming up. Now it's time to do the picks for the week 15 of the 2024 NFL season. First off, we got Thursday Night Football. We got the Los Angeles Rams going to Levi Stadium to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Rams got that big win over the Buffalo Bills at home at SoFi Stadium. Puka Nacua went off. Special teams blocked a punt for a touchdown. Cooper Kupp was getting into it. The Rams, they looked freaking healthy in that game. Meanwhile, the 49ers, let's be real, we knew they were going to freaking kick the crap out of the Chicago Bears. Let's be honest with ourselves on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I hate to say it, man, but as Seahawks fans, we need the 49ers to win this game.
Yeah.
Hate to say it like that. This is a tough one, man. But, the Rams look more healthy than the Niners. I mean, the Niners, Garendo ran pretty good for them last week. And Brock Purdy was freaking winning it to George Kittle and his other targets that he has healthy right now. But that was just easy for them. They're playing the Bears, though. Unfortunately, I got to lean towards and give the advantage to the Los Angeles Rams to get the sweep of the 49ers. But I hope that's not the case, though. I'm going to take the Rams, but I hope the Niners can freaking beat them, though. I'm taking the Rams, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to go with the Rams. They're just a healthier team right now, and San Francisco really didn't prove a whole lot to me last week.
Yeah. Granted, they were playing Chicago there.
And that would pretty much be the nail in the coffin to the 49ers season.
It would be big time.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got to start the 10 a.m. slate. We got the Washington Commanders going to New Orleans to take on the New Orleans Saints. The Commanders last week, man, freaking Commanders, they kicked the crap out of freaking. Did the Commanders play last week?
I
Or
think
they
they're on a bye.
Yeah, they were on a bye week. But during that bye week, they freaking they were on a bye while we were. Wait, how could they have been on the wait? They kicked the crap out of the freaking. They were on a bye week, week 14. That's right. You're right. They're on a bye week, but before that, they kicked the crap out of the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So they were on a bye during week
Yeah, they
14 after
broke
week
their
13.
losing streak.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels. Meanwhile, New Orleans Saints barely squeaked it out against the New York Giants in MetLife Stadium at the cost of Derek Carr fracturing his wrist. So who's going to start for the New Orleans Saints?
I don't know. Who's their backup?
Yeah, I mean there's no Spencer
Is
Rattler
it,
this game. I don't know.
damn.
And it sucks for them. Give me the Washington Commanders to go in there and just roll the Saints. I'm taking the Commanders.
Yeah, give me Washington as well. This one's pretty easy with the Saints quarterback situation.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs going to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Browns. Browns got the floor mopped up with them. They got mopped by Russell Wilson and the Steelers. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs, man, and Michael Mathis, shout out to him. I cannot believe that he said this on here. The Chiefs, man, I cannot believe they've managed to pull a rabbit out the hat, and they freaking won a division with a doink. He said this: "I'm not blaming refs. I'm not blaming rigging, but the Chiefs are the masters of absolute bullshit."
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that statement from Mr. Michael Mathis. I agree with him on that. Man, the Chiefs just were able to pull a rabbit out the hat against the LA Chargers to clinch the AFC West once again. Give me Kansas City to just go in and just roll the Browns in this one. Give me Kansas City. If it's close, I would be quite surprised. The Chiefs continue to play with fire, but yet they know how to find ways to win. They just won their division on a successful doink. But give me Kansas City.
Yeah, give me Kansas City, and we'll see if they actually have a convincing win this time. If it's close again, I think there's reasons to be concerned. If
Yeah.
there weren't already.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals going to Nashville to take on Tennessee Titans. The Bengals won on Monday night, beating the Dallas Cowboys by what was the final score of that game? And I was watching some of the Simpsons stream on there from when they were playing in Springfield in the Simpsons world.
27-20.
Yeah, the Bengals just that was an easy choice. It was an easy choice. I knew they were going to squeak that one out. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Titans lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the toilet bowl. Mac Jones got his first win as the Jaguars starting quarterbacks as Trevor Lawrence was out. So yeah, this one's pretty easy. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals to just absolutely roll the Titans.
Yeah, give me the Bengals to pick up another win. That Titans Jag game, that might have been the worst game of the year so far.
Yeah, by far and
Oh
away.
boy.
All right. Up next, we got the Miami Dolphins going to Houston to take on the Houston Texans. The Dolphins took care of their business against the New York Jets. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans, are they coming off of a bye after getting upset by the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, Texans kind of been on a little bit of a slump lately, man. This game, man, this will be interesting to see what happens on this one, man. Texans on a little bit of a slide. The Dolphins getting a much needed win against the Miami Dolphins. Whew, man. This really kind of is a
No,
tough.
no. Didn't the Texans play the Jags
Oh, yep. No,
before the bye?
yeah, no, the Texans played the Texans got upset by the Titans.
I think that was before they played the Jags. They played the Jags, I believe, after
You
that,
sure?
and they almost let them come back.
So they beat
Yeah,
Jacksonville,
that
but
was the
they
game where they knocked out Trevor Lawrence.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They did play the Jags. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right. My bad. Sorry about that. Kind of something. So yeah, last week they knocked out Trevor Lawrence and got the win, and that dude got a 3 game suspension because of that hit. Al Shahir, I think his name was
yeah,
Aziz Al Shahir. Yeah. Hmm. Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Texans though.
yeah. I'm gonna take the Texans. That wasn't an impressive win that the Dolphins had last week. Having to come back and win it in overtime against the Jets. Another game the Jets let slip away.
Yep.
I just got to favor Houston in this one.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we got the Baltimore Ravens going to New York to take on the New York Giants. The Ravens. Are the Ravens coming off of a bye?
Yeah, they were on a bye too.
And Justin Tucker missed 3 field goals prior to that when they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles when I was in New York.
Yeah, he's cost them 2 games this year.
And meanwhile, the New York Giants were last. They were hanging in
A
there with New Orleans,
14 to
but
11 game.
yeah, against the New Orleans Saints. Saints barely squeaked it out, but they injured Derek Carr during that matchup. Too easy of a pick. Give me the Baltimore Ravens lock of the week.
Yeah, lock of the week. Super Bowl 35 rematch, and I think it's going to be a very similar result to that game.
Oh, big time. Indeed, man, indeed. All right, up next we got another toilet bowl slash tank bowl here. We got the
Yeah.
New York
Oh, boy.
Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars down in Duval. The Jets taking the Dolphins into overtime and letting that one slip away. The Jaguars with Mac Jones getting a win over the Tennessee Titans last week. Oh man, both these teams. What can you say to sum up their season? Right now, the New York Giants hold the number one pick because of that, because of the Jaguars pulling an upset. That virtually puts the Giants with the number one pick in the upcoming draft. Oh my God, it's crazy, man. But this is too easy. Give me the Jets. I trust Aaron Rodgers more than Mac Jones. I'm
Yeah,
taking the
this
Jets.
is probably going to be the last time I pick the Jets, but I don't feel good about it. I just trust Aaron Rodgers more than Mac Jones.
Oh man. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got the Dallas Cowboys going to Carolina to take on the Carolina Panthers. Cowboys lost by 7 last night to the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Carolina Panthers, they've been hanging. I gotta say, the Panthers have been hanging in there with competition. I mean, look how close
Yeah.
they played Philadelphia. That unfortunate drop, they were close to pulling an upset.
Yeah, the last 3 weeks.
The last few weeks, they've been playing in there. And I gotta say this, man. After this week, the Panthers play the Arizona Cardinals at home. I'll tell you what, with the way we handle Arizona and the way Arizona been playing the last few weeks, I mean, I'll tell you what, I could potentially see the Panthers being a trap game for the Cardinals if I'm being realistic. Hell, they could
Yeah.
potentially be a trap game for the Dallas Cowboys this week too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I mean, both these teams are just, I mean, granted, one team has CeeDee Lamb, I mean, one team has Chuba Hubbard, but Cowboys, whew, Panthers, my God, I mean, we know the Panthers are worse, but they're playing up to their competition. This is kind of a tough one, man. I feel like I kind of want to lean toward Carolina to get an upset, but I also feel like Dallas could most likely is kind of a little bit better and could win this one. I don't know. This is a tough one. You want to go first on this one?
Yeah, I think I'll go with the Cowboys.
All right, I'll go
Just
Dallas.
just slightly,
Yeah, but I'll tell
because
you.
the Panthers just haven't been like closing it out.
Yeah,
They've been coming up short.
yeah, but what if though? I mean, it'll be this will be an interesting one to see for sure. Granted, we'll have to catch a little bit of it because we're the Sunday
I
night
know the
game.
Cowboys blew them out uh, last year, but the Cowboys were a lot better and healthier last year, and the Panthers were just a dumpster fire.
Yeah. All right, up next we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to LA to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers almost, man, you almost had a chance. We took a shot on you, but you almost had it, but you blew it at the end, man. But I give the Chargers props for the way they were hanging with Kansas City. Meanwhile, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, they were playing the Las Vegas Raiders. They just took it to the LA Raiders, and I mean, they just took it to the Las Vegas Raiders. Bucky Irvin had another big game on the ground for them, man. Mike Evans had a big game through the air. Baker Mayfield, Buccaneers just were cruising. I'll tell you what, with the way Atlanta's been collapsing, Buccaneers now pretty much got a chance to reclaim the NFC South.
Yeah,
Yep. Who, Los Angeles Chargers though? I mean, playing some tough football. We're hanging in there with the Kansas City Chiefs. Just unfortunate the way that they lost that game, man, off of that lucky doink that Kansas City got without Harrison Butker. But whew, I'm gonna go ahead though, and I'm gonna take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to keep it rolling and potentially have a shot to win the NFC South. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers.
yeah. This is a real tough one. Um, yeah, but you know what? I like the momentum of Tampa Bay. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay
All right.
because they have a shot to win the NFC South, and they know they know it's in their hands, and
Yeah,
they control their own destiny.
they really do, man. All right. Up next, we got the Peyton Manning Bowl. We got the Peyton Manning Bowl. We got the Indianapolis Colts going to Denver to take on the Denver Broncos. Anthony Richardson versus Bo Nix. Indianapolis Colts, freaking. I think they're coming off of their bye week, right?
Yeah,
And
the Colts are.
before that, the Colts ended up freaking. What did the Colts do before the bye week again? Dallas?
The Colts.
Yeah, I can't.
Uh, yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember, man. Someone in the comments let me know who the Colt. I thought the Colts ended up winning last week. Or
Oh no, they had that like last second win against like New England where
oh yeah, that's right. They did win. They won by one against the Patriots. That's right.
yeah,
You're right. During our 16-0 week. That's right. They had that last second win. And
and
meanwhile,
Denver had that Monday night win over
Cleveland.
like Cleveland where like Jameis Winston threw like two pick
Two pick
sixes.
sixes. The Broncos escaped with two pick sixes. Man, this is going to be a surprisingly good one. I mean, Bo Nix playing good. Anthony Richardson leading good comebacks. Richardson just, he's physical when he runs with his mobility. He plows through people. Scored a 2 point the game winning 2 point conversion when they pulled that comeback win against the Patriots. And Denver's defense, the two pick sixes to ultimately help Denver pull away from the Cleveland Browns on Monday Night Football while I was on the plane back from New York. Oh, man. Ooh, this is a good one. But man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Indianapolis this game. I kind of favor Indy just a little bit more with the way Anthony Richardson been running the ball and just what they got going. I mean, as much as Bo Nix been going good, I gotta give a slight edge to Indianapolis. I just favor them just a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and take Indianapolis.
You know what? I think I'm actually gonna go with Indianapolis as well because they need this game more to stay in the wild card race. And Denver's the team that they're chasing, and they're a couple games behind them for the final wild card spot. But obviously, this is a coin flip game.
Yeah, I mean, Bo Nix, I gotta give him props for the way he's been playing his rookie season. He's been playing some good football, but I just gotta give a slight edge to Indianapolis on this one. But definitely right on the coin flip part of it, Dallas. You're definitely right on
Yeah.
that one. All right. Up next, we got the New England Patriots going to Arizona to take on the Arizona Cardinals. The Patriots are coming off of a bye week after losing to the Indianapolis Colts, and the Arizona Cardinals, let's be real, we own them. Seahawks
Yep.
own the Cardinals. Let's just say it. We own the Cardinals. We beat them for the seventh consecutive time since Russell Wilson's last game. Geno Smith is 5-0 all time against Kyler Murray, 6-0 all time against the Cardinals because of the game where we beat Joshua Dobbs last year before we won by 1 point in Pete Carroll's last game. But we can just say it. We just say it. We own the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of got a little bit of an easy stretch though, coming up in these next few games. But potentially the week after this, I could see that being a potential trap game. Next week, I could see that being a potential trap game for the Cardinals. Just saying. But this week, I'm gonna take them to end their long losing streak to the Patriots. If they somehow lose to Drake May, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. I'm just gonna say that right now. If the Cardinals find some way to blow it again, because the last few times that the Cardinals played the Patriots, they lost to Jimmy Garoppolo, they lost to Cam Newton, and they lost to Mac Jones. And that was the last few times because they lost to them during when Brady was suspended during Deflategate in 2016. I still remember that like it was yesterday. But I'm gonna take Arizona to end that losing streak to the Patriots this week. But if they somehow find a way to blow this game to freaking Drake May, I will be laughing so hard. But I gotta take the Cardinals.
Yeah, I got to take the Cardinals as well. They're the more desperate team, obviously.
Yeah.
The Patriots have absolutely nothing to play for. It was a good week for them on the bye week for Tank Watch. I think they're like the number 3 pick right now.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got maybe, just maybe, a potential Super Bowl preview, maybe. We got the Buffalo Bills going to Ford Field in Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions. The Bills, tough game, ultimately fell short 44-42 to the Los Angeles Rams. That was a hell of a game. Detroit Lions were in a crazy battle. They need to get healthy on their defense, man, because Green Bay, just the way they were hanging in there with them, they were able to squeak it out because of their offense. Getting a Jake Bates field goal range for Bates to kick the game-winning field goal to win it 34-31 on Thursday Night Football. Man, this game is a potential Super Bowl preview,
Yeah.
possibly. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, we don't know for sure, but potentially one of the best teams in the AFC and the best team in the NFC. Buffalo in trouble because obviously now with that loss, it puts the Chiefs far ahead for home field advantage to go through Arrowhead Stadium in the playoffs in the AFC side. Oh, man. But is Detroit going to get any key players back for their defense, man?
I
This
don't
is
know.
I gotta go with the Buffalo Bills. I think Detroit takes their second loss of the season this week. I just favor Buffalo a little bit better, though. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills. I think they're going to be a little ticked off after that shootout loss to the Rams, and there has to be a sense of urgency because that was a crippling loss for them. Their chances of getting home field advantage in the AFC, and I just too many injuries on defense for Detroit, and their defense looked really suspect last week against Green Bay.
Yeah, but they still got the offense, though. They still got the offense.
Yeah,
Dan Campbell has the offense rolling. Still, as long as they got that offense rolling, Detroit's gonna have a chance because that offense has been winning them games, even though their defense has been riddled with the injuries.
yeah.
So give the offense credit for Detroit. I mean, but I'll take Buffalo this week, but maybe, just maybe, could we see this matchup in the Super Bowl?
It would be a great game.
It would be a hell of a game.
Two championship starved fan bases.
Yeah, and two teams that never won a championship. Exactly. It would be
Yeah.
interesting if it were to happen, but all right, we'll see though. All right. Up next, we got the battle for Pennsylvania. We got Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Philadelphia to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. The Steelers coming off of that big win against the Cleveland Browns, getting revenge for that Thursday night blizzard game. And the Philadelphia Eagles barely squeaking it out against the Carolina Panthers. Man, this battle of Pennsylvania is going to be one of the best ones that we've seen in a long time. I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers, though, have ever won in Philadelphia. I think it's been since the 1960s since the Steelers last won in Philly. Yins or Mac, let me know in the comments when I send you this video. Let me know Yins and Mac Sports because I want to know that for sure because I know he's mentioned in the past. This game, though, we'll see. This will be a good one, but I got to slightly favor. I got to give the edge to Philly. That Philadelphia is rolling and they want a shot at the potentially because if Detroit were to lose to Buffalo, it would give the Eagles maybe a potential shot getting the number one seed in the NFC to make the home road to the Super Bowl go through Philly. I'm gonna take the Eagles though this week. I'm taking Philly. I just slightly.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Philly as well because they still have a legitimate shot at getting the 1 seed in the NFC, and they know what they're playing for.
Yeah, they really do, man. It's going to be interesting for sure in that game. All right, up next, we got our game. Coming back to Lumen Field, I will be going to this game, so stay tuned for the player interactions and getting the players fired up for this one because this is potentially a big one. We got this is a must-win game for us. We got the Green Bay Packers coming to Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks. The Packers coming off of that 3-point loss to the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, we're coming off of completing the sweep and our ownership of the Arizona Cardinals. One other thing I forgot to say to describe the Arizona Cardinals: 4 words, overhyped for nothing. That's how I can also describe Arizona too. But Seahawks, man, Mike McDonald, ever since the bye week, got us on a 4-game winning streak coming off of that bye week. So McDonald's really starting to get his footing in the ground. And I'd say so far, this season's kind of starting to overexceed expectations for real. But
Yeah,
just tough matchup. My keys are we got to shut down Josh Jacobs. We got to shut down Tucker Kraft. We got to get a lot of pressure on Jordan Love and force him to throw some interceptions. That's for sure. We got to get some pressure, just like we were able to force those 2 interceptions last week against Kyler Murray and the Cardinals last week. We just got to freaking find some ways to. We got to shut down the run. I mean, granted, James Conner did have some big runs against us compared to the first time around. So Josh Jacobs, he had that big game against us when he was with the Las Vegas Raiders. That's one of my other big concerns too, other than the receivers they have and the tight ends like Reed and Tucker Kraft, and they got some guys out there, man. So, but the way that McDonald has this defense playing, man, I've been proud of them, man. I just hope Gino can play another mistake-free game on offense. We need to definitely put up a lot more points this time around against the Green Bay Packers. Granted, we won 30-18, a 12-point win last week. We just need to do a little bit more than that. Whew. You know what though? But with the way it's going, I'm gonna take a shot on this one though, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Seahawks to get a fifth straight win in a row. I mean, anything can happen this one. I'm not overlooking the Packers, but I feel good about the Seahawks with the way our momentum is, with momentum is being on our side. We're practically playing for our division live for our chance to win, especially the way LA's playing. We gotta keep on winning. We gotta keep having that must-win attitude. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Seahawks to get a home win at Lumen Field against the Green Bay Packers.
yeah. As much as I hate to do this, I still got to go with Green Bay.
All right, I'll take a split
Just
on that.
based on
Yeah,
this, I think their offense,
their offense is
I
good
think
though.
is just going to be too much for. I think too much for us, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I jinx it. Obviously,
I knocked on the wood for you, so knock on
but
some wood if you're
this
buying.
is one of our tougher games left on the
It
schedule.
really is because it doesn't get any easier after that. 'Cause we got to play Minnesota.
Yeah, and then we finish
We play the
with
Bears and
the
then we play the
Rams.
Rams. The Rams at home. I mean,
And
but
who knows what kind of weather with the Thursday night game.
yeah, I mean, and obviously, will it be raining at Lumen Field coming this Sunday night? Because all right, so
I just think that offense is going to be too much for our defense.
it might be. I'll take a shot on it, especially with the way that we've shut down some of the big time running backs at the.
I definitely want to be wrong about this split.
Yeah, I hope you are too. But I'll tell you what, I hope we get Kenneth Walker back this week too. But granted, I'll tell you what, last week Zach Charbonnet had a big game back on Sunday for sure. I'll take the shot though. I'll take the shot in the dark for us though. Just saying, I'll take the shot. I know you want to. I know you hope you're wrong about the split, but I'm just gonna do it just this time. I'm not taking Green Bay lightly because they could very well kick our butts. But I hope,
Yeah.
I hope that's not the case though too, and we
It
can
would be
just get.
nice to get revenge for the 2021 game where we got shut out 17-0 at Lambeau.
Yeah, for
And they
sure.
still have not won here. It would be nice to continue the home winning streak against them. I don't think they've won here since like '08.
2008. Yep, that's the last time
Yeah.
the Packers won here was '08. All right, but let's do it anyway. All right, up next we got the first of 2 Monday night games. We got the Chicago Bears going to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings. The Bears got annihilated by the 49ers, and the Vikings annihilated the Atlanta Falcons. Oh man, this is an easy one. Just give me Minnesota to
Yeah, give
complete the
me
sweep.
Minnesota to complete the sweep and send the Bears to their eighth consecutive loss.
Yep.
They are in utter shambles right now.
All right, and up next Last but not least, Monday Night Football game number 2. We got the Atlanta Falcons going to Las Vegas to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders got beat pretty good by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and obviously Aiden O'Connell got knocked out of the game, and then the Atlanta Falcons got annihilated by the Minnesota Vikings. I think it's time for the Falcons to bench Cousins and play Michael
Yeah,
Penix. Let's be real. Let's be honest.
yeah,
It's time for the Falcons to bench Kirk Cousins and go with Penix.
yeah,
Just saying. This is definitely a toilet bowl.
yeah.
But the answer is obvious. Give me Atlanta to beat the Raiders.
Yeah, give me Atlanta to get out of their funk a little bit, at least for a week. Boy, these are two bad games.
All right. My God, man. All right, and there you have it.
It's a crappy college bowl game. Too bad there's not one on Monday.
Yep. All right, and there you have it. These are our picks. We got Rams over Niners, Commanders over Saints, Chiefs over Browns, Bengals over Titans, Texans over Dolphins, Ravens over Giants, Jets over Jaguars, Cowboys over Panthers, Buccaneers over Chargers, Colts over Broncos, Cardinals over Patriots, Bills over Lions, Eagles over Steelers. I picked the Seahawks. Dallas picked the Packers. We'll see what happens. Hope Dallas is wrong and hope I'm right. But I'm not overlooking Green Bay because Green Bay's a solid ass team too. They're solid. Vikings over Bears and Falcons over Raiders. And those are our picks. Drop your picks down below in the comments, and we'll see what happens. I mean, pretty much playing for our playoff lives, but let's hope we can keep our hopes alive. What did you say, Dallas?
Yeah,
I know you hope you're wrong, man, but I hope you're wrong too on the split because we need this, man. Especially if we got the Rams breathing down our throats.
yeah,
If we want to make the playoffs, 10-7 is at least going to have to be our record, with one of those wins being against the Rams.
yeah.
All right. Catch y'all later. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. As always, go Seahawks.